All right. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Brian Kearns, and I am the founder of CTEGig. Now, I was a VOTEC student in high school, and I'm proud to say that. My mornings were spent in math and science, but my afternoons were spent outside building homes for the Building Trades program, and I loved it. And after graduation, I attended a local trade school, and then I had a career in structural engineering. And those experiences opened up doorways for me, like becoming an entrepreneur, and to where I built a really successful company here in Kansas City that I'm really proud of. But as I circle back, I remember my experiences, and I remember being told that college is where you go to make a real living. And unfortunately, I believe that story is still being told today. Students are being steered towards college as the default option, irregardless if they're a best fit or not. And you see the story unfolding in a trend. A best example of this is this Deloitte study. The manufacturing sector is facing a persistent shortage of workers, expected to grow to 2.4 million by 2028, causing an economic impact of $2.5 trillion. So how will that impact you and I, you're probably thinking? Higher construction costs, epic project delays, and trillions in decreased output. So I believe the root cause of the problem is an information gap. Students are unaware of the benefits of trade career opportunities. Employers don't have channels to connect up with students. So part of my research, I interviewed 140 students in 10 schools here in the Kansas City metro area, both in urban, suburban, and rural areas. And I routinely found that regardless of region, race, or income, students were deeply unaware of the benefits of trade careers. And I want to pause for a second and just give you a little bit of context to how I conducted the survey. I needed to get a pulse of what is awareness here in Kansas City for students. So I met individually with each of the students and showed them 10 Kansas City companies, and then I showed them videos or job descriptions of those companies. And students were to rate those from a 1 to 10. And kind of the aha moments I had from each experience. For the students, I constantly heard like, wow, that's a real job? I'm like, yeah, that really exists. And on the flip side, employers, I caught them off guard. They were shocked at how low the awareness problem was. So to close the gap on the information gap is why I'm building CTEGig. It's a platform where students can access resources, content, and careers. It's a software solution that's removing the barriers that are preventing students from pursuing trade careers. Now, I believe by providing meaningful and timely information and more opportunities for students to connect, we can improve student outcomes, increase employer satisfaction, and actually create economic impact. Now, CTEGig, we're still a little bit early, and I still need your help learning how students make those post-secondary decisions and how schools partner with employers. But I would love to connect with anybody here who wants to continue this conversation. And I definitely want to thank the awesome schools and the students that have already worked with me, my fellow Lean Lab peeps down here, as well as Katie and the amazing people at Lean Lab. So thank you.